Talk to me a little bit about how do you decide how to allocate and invest your time, and who helps you for aspiring leaders, people, growing in roles of leadership in large organizations. How do you ensure that your time is properly allocated to the things that matter most in that moment, at least for that moment?
Yeah. So a couple things there. First off, time management is so key. We all get 24 hours, no matter how much money you have, no matter how smart you are. You got 24 hours. I got 24 hours. And so I've decided I'm going to outwork everyone. Which means I'm going to work more hours than you. But at the same time, I'm going to actually be more effective in my time. Structure. People are like, oh, you're self-employed. You're the CEO. You got to come meet me for golf. Like, you understand? Like, are you crazy? Like, my minutes, every minute of my day is managed. As I told you, like, I'm out of here right at 11:58 to 12 o'clock. Like, I keep moving my whole schedule. So my assistant, Chelsea, she's fantastic. She makes my life easier by not only solving things for me, but at the same time, she keeps me on task, on point, because every 15-minute meeting, every 10-minute meeting matters. Now, you talk about me having lunch with interns, summer team members. Of course I do. I go down the new cafeteria, our cafeteria here, multiple times a week and just pick up my lunch. Once again, my assistant will grab my lunch. I walk in and I go sit with random people. I meet them. I find out what they do, what I can do better. I get ideas and I bring it back to my team and I improve things. That happens almost every day. I'll say 3 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week. I do that. And so, but at the same time, I make myself available. You're a CEO, you run your company. Everyone has access to me. They reach out to me. Yes. I'll have a meeting with people. And so, but it's a 10-minute meeting and it's literally starts. And then, by the way, my assistant, one of them comes in after when there's 5 minutes before the meeting's ending and they interrupt, say there's 5 minutes left and then we got to go. And they get me out of there, right? Because I have to go to the next meeting and I'm never late to anything. And so structure and time management is so key to a successful business person, really a successful person.
So I've chronically suffered from internal punctuality, and our office is much smaller, as you know, and there's about 100 people on 20,000 square foot floor, and I see you, and it's so true. I've experienced that on the other side of the table as a visitor at your office. Just the system, the structure, the discipline to that 5-minute notice of you have to be somewhere else in 5 minutes. Where did you pick that up from? Like, it's something that I don't think I'm the only aspiring executive struggling with that, right? Because I experience it being on the other side of the table from other people, but that commitment to being on time, where did you pick that up from? And how do you pass that gift on to the others that you're mentoring and pouring into?
Yeah. So Michigan State basketball, we have a thing called Spartan time. That means you're 15 minutes early to everything. You don't show up. If we had 4:30 a.m. lifting, I get there at 4:10 and you feel like you're making sure you're not late. Like no one shows up at 4:28 for a 4:30 a.m. lifting, right? And that's college kids. And so the point is every minute matters. You only get 24 hours. And so I think one of the most disrespectful things to do is if I have a meeting with 10 people and it starts at 9:30 and I walk in at 9:33, that's 3 minutes times 10 people. I just wasted 30 minutes of my people's time. Disrespectful, unacceptable. We don't do it here, right? And my meetings, like I run a Monday morning meeting with 70 of my leaders, Monday morning, 8:30. I walk in at 8:28, 8:29. Everyone is there around the table. No one's walking in late. Everyone's got their notes. They're ready to go. Every minute matters. If you start taking what's the difference between 8:59 and 9:01? Oh, it doesn't really matter. It means everything because it's discipline, it's structure. And you know what other things do you cut corners on? If I tell you, meet me at 9 o'clock and you show up at 9:02, Manny, and then I say, oh, well, help me invest my money, help me with insurance. I'm like, yes. What other corners is he cutting? He showed up 2 minutes late. Like, that didn't matter. What else doesn't matter to him? I asked him to do these 4 things. You only do 3 of them. And so my perspective is every minute matters. And if you show that it matters and you show that discipline, you will be successful. At our company, it's known. You set expectations. We show up on time. We don't come in late. I got traffic on the way in. Leave 30 minutes earlier. You don't miss it because it's important to you. It's important to me.
As your organization has grown, how have you ensured that your direct line of leadership, the ones who have the most access to you, are also embracing, absorbing, obsessing about those disciplines and commitments? And how are they ensuring that they pass that down to the next level of leadership at an organization that, it's an ocean now.
Yeah, no. So just like, things start with the leadership, start at the top. If I take it serious, they take it serious. If I think it's not important, they think it's not important. And so you are very important as a leader of your organization to make sure you set the tone and execute across the board. So that's a big, big part of it. But at the same time, every detail. So when you meet with me, Manny, or anyone meets with me, you know this because we've met multiple times. Every meeting I have starts on time. I get a 5-minute notice. I'm ending on time and I'm getting to the next place. But on top of that, there's an agenda. Every meeting has an agenda.
Yes.
We allow no technology in our meetings. So if I run a meeting, you're not having your phone out in front of me. You're not having a laptop. You're going to take notes and you're going to fill it up later because we are effectively, every minute matters. And so, you have to be consistent with it. And when you set the tone, too many people are kind of like, oh, well, yeah, kind of willy-nilly about it. Like I'm very, very just direct on what matters. And that's how we run meetings at the whole company. And then it filters down. And then you check in. I walk into meetings all the time in my office. I have a no meeting Thursday. I walk around. I'll pop in someone's office, someone's meeting and see it's 9:32 a.m. Like, where's everyone? Why are 3 people in here? What are we? And at the same time, every meeting, are you walking away with actionable things to do? Or did I just waste 30 minutes of my time?